Hello and welcome to ScopeAlert. I'm your host, Adam Taylor, and today we're diving into a critical issue that could significantly impact the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump's ongoing legal battles. With Trump having secured the Republican nomination, his focus is now entirely on the general election. However, his campaign is heavily impacted by a series of legal challenges that could dramatically influence the election's outcome. From charges related to election interference to allegations of mishandling of classified documents, these cases are more than just courtroom dramas. They could reshape the entire political landscape. Let's explore how these legal challenges might shape the road to November. Donald Trump is facing several significant legal battles, each with the potential to disrupt his presidential campaign. Let's break down the most prominent cases. Firstly, the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case. This case revolves around allegations that Trump unlawfully retained classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate after leaving office. The trial for this case began in May 2024, but is ongoing, with no resolution expected before the election. This case continues to draw significant attention due to its implications for national security and the potential legal consequences for Trump. Secondly, the Georgia election subversion case. In Georgia, Trump is accused of attempting to overturn the 2020 election results, with the case being brought under the RICO Act, typically used for prosecuting organized crime. This trial began in March 2024, and like the Mar-a-Lago case, it is not expected to be resolved before November. The ongoing trial has become a significant issue in the election as it directly relates to Trump's actions following the 2020 election. And thirdly, the New York business fraud case. In New York, Trump faces allegations of business fraud, including inflating the value of his assets to secure favorable loans and insurance terms. This trial is scheduled to begin in October 2024, and it is unlikely to be concluded before the election. The timing of this trial adds another layer of complexity to Trump's campaign, as it could impact his financial standing and public image. So, how did we get here? To fully grasp the impact of these legal challenges, it's important to consider the broader legal and political context. Trump's legal troubles are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of behavior that has drawn intense scrutiny from both political opponents and legal authorities. Historically, U.S. presidents have often being shielded from legal accountability while in office. However, Trump's actions during and after his presidency, particularly his refusal to accept the 2020 election results, have pushed the boundaries of this norm. The shift towards holding political figures more accountable could have long-term implications for how future presidents conduct themselves. Public perception plays a crucial role in how these legal battles will influence the election. Trump supporters largely view these cases as politically motivated attacks aimed at derailing his campaign. However, for undecided voters and independents, the sheer volume of legal issues surrounding Trump could reinforce negative perceptions and raise concerns about his fitness for office. So, what is the impact on the 2024 election? With Trump having secured the Republican nomination, the focus now shifts to how these legal battles might shape the general election. Several key factors are at play. Firstly, voter mobilization. Trump's legal challenges could have a dual effect on voter mobilization. On one hand, they might energize his base, who see him as a champion against a corrupt system. On the other hand, these issues could demoralize moderate Republicans and independents who might be swayed by the ongoing legal scrutiny. The outcome of these cases could determine whether these voters turn out in large numbers or stay at home disillusioned by the controversy. Secondly, campaign strategy. The constant legal battles present a significant challenge for Trump's campaign strategy. Instead of focusing solely on political issues and attacking his Democratic opponent, Trump is forced to defend his actions in the court of public opinion. This legal distraction could make it difficult for his campaign to maintain a consistent message, potentially weakening his overall electoral prospects. Implications for the Republican Party are that Trump's legal issues could extend beyond his personal campaign and could have broader implications for the Republican Party. Down-ballot candidates in competitive districts might find themselves distancing themselves from Trump to avoid being tainted by association. This could lead to divisions within the party, particularly between Trump loyalists and those who see his legal troubles as a liability. Now, let's look at some historical comparisons. Presidents and legal challenges, of which Trump is not the first U.S. president to face legal challenges, though his situation is unprecedented in its scope and scale. Looking back at history, we can think of Richard Nixon and Watergate. The Watergate scandal ultimately led to Nixon's resignation and is perhaps the closest historical parallel to Trump's current situation. While Nixon faced impeachment and eventual resignation, Trump's legal challenges are more varied and widespread, highlighting the potential for legal issues to derail a presidency. Secondly, we can think of Bill Clinton's impeachment over the Monica Lewinsky scandal and subsequent perjury charges, also a point of comparison. Clinton's ability to maintain public support despite his legal troubles may offer insight into how Trump might navigate his current challenges. What sets Trump apart from Nixon and Clinton is the sheer number of legal battles he is fighting simultaneously across multiple states and jurisdictions. This creates a level of complexity and uncertainty that is unprecedented in American modern politics. The outcome of these cases will not only determine Trump's political future, but could also set new legal precedents for how former presidents are held accountable for their actions. So, the road ahead. What to watch for? As we move closer to the election, several key developments will be critical to watch. Firstly, trial dates and legal maneuvering. The scheduling of trial dates and the potential for further delays will be crucial. If any of these court cases continue to unfold in court before the election, they could dominate the news cycle and become a point of the campaign. Conversely, Trump's legal team continues to successfully delay proceedings, then it could reinforce the narrative that he's being unfairly targeted by a biased legal system. Polls will be an essential indicator of how these legal challenges are affecting Trump's standing with voters. Watch for any significant shifts in public opinion, particularly among independent and swing voters. The reaction of key demographic groups could provide an insight into how these cases are influencing voter behavior. Thirdly, the media coverage and its impact. The media's coverage of these legal battles will also play a significant role how the cases are reported, whether as a legitimate legal challenge or as a politically motivated attack, could shape public perception and influence the outcome. So in conclusion, Donald Trump's legal challenges are set to be a defining issue in the 2024 election. These cases could either strengthen his support among loyalists or alienate voters critical to winning the general election. As we move closer to November, it's crucial to stay informed and consider how these legal challenges might influence your vote. Whether you see these cases as a legitimate pursuit of justice or as politically motivated attacks, they will undoubtedly play a central role in shaping the election. The stakes are high, not just for Trump, but for the future of American democracy. We'll be following these developments closely, so stay tuned to ScopeAlert for all the latest updates.